Okay, hi. This is John from the Great White North, and today we're working on this alternator. It came out of a 97 Ford Escort. We figured out that the points were bad because what happened was the battery light came on, and then we took a hammer and we put a pipe on a solid part of the casing, and we banged it a couple of times, and it made the brushes seat better because they're getting old and the springs get weak, right? And then the light went off. So we replaced it with a used alternator. This is one we took out. We replaced it with a used alternator. I got 6 months out of it, and it did the same thing. That alternator went on Monday. It did the same thing. Tapped her, banged her with the hammer, with the pipe, set the points. And today's Saturday. So I picked up another set of, not points, brushes. I picked up another set of brushes. They're kind of hard to find. People want to sell you a whole alternator. They don't want to sell you just the brushes. This is what you get. The brushes come with a pin. So when you pull the pin out, these things pop out with the springs, so that's perfect, right? You get two new screws with it, and to get out the old one, you need a Torx screwdriver bit. It happened to be a T30 for these screws. What I did was, before I tried getting them out, I used a little strong arm on this. But what I did was, I put it in each one. I tapped it with the hammer to make sure it seats properly, because if you strip them, big problems trying to get them out afterwards, right? Now the center ones that hold the brushes bolt to here. These ones here, they have little caps on. Keep them clean, I guess, I don't know. But anyways, you have to pop the cap off to get to the screw. Alright, now, let's get to work here. I don't want my batteries to run out on my camera again, so. Okay. This fits in like this. There's not a lot to it when you look inside, look. Right? Okay. Now, these have to go this way. So you put the pin through the little hole. My glasses on. Like so. Of course I got it backwards. Like so. We'll use our new screws, put them in. I mean, oh, and the brand new brushes, they were $22. That's including tax. I had to give them a couple days to order them, of course. They didn't have them in, but they had other alternators. So this don't have to be too tight. Screw this one in, because it doesn't have to be too tight. Okay, set them in place. We got our 4 screws. I'm all started. And I'm going to try and make another video of getting this thing out of the car, because on these Escorts, you can do it, but you need someone to help you first of all get the belt off with the tightener, and you got to really wiggle it out. It only goes in there one way and out one way when you got to pull it in and put it out. It's so tight, there's no room. But you can do it, and just be careful with the belt on it, because if you have to replace the belt, if it's all cracked, you have to get a new belt on those Escorts. You have to take all the plastic covers underneath the splash guards off so you can see, put it all back on the pulley. And of course it was the brushes, because when I took out the old ones, the brush basically just fell out in pieces. So, that let me know. I think a new alternator is about 150, well, rebuilt. I guess this is rebuilding it, right? Put new brushes in. Okay. So all screwed in there nicely. Here's our pin. Pull the pin out. The brushes are all set. And get a wire brush and clean this off because the thing sat for a little bit. in the trunk of a car, so I got some rust on here. I don't want it to screw up the belt that's on there. But, there you go. You have an alternator, the new brush is in. Next step is I'll take out the one that's in there, throw this one in, and if everything goes okay, ready to rock and roll. Okay, so that's how you put a set of brushes in an alternator. And it's basically probably the same on other alternators too. As long as when you look at the back, you see that plastic piece? Oh, yeah. I only have one cap, so maybe somebody had already put new brushes in it once upon a time. And the cap just pops on, like so. I only have the one, I don't have the other one. But there we go. It's all back, ready to be installed in the car. Okay? Not bad. So, a cheap way of fixing your alternator, if you're strapped for money or, you know, you just feel like spending the extra $100 on yourself. Okay, there we go. So that's bye for now from John from the Great White North Canada. If you're doing alternators, good luck.